Hi everybody, welcome to our special Christmas edition of Big Balls Fantasy Football, the only show by real fantasy football fans for real fantasy football fans. Ho, ho, ho. I'm your co-host, 20-year fantasy veteran and fan of the Yeah, Damn It, We Beat the Browns, Chicago Bears, Greg Reifsteck.
And I'm your co-host, Jenilee Borek, a 10-year fantasy veteran. Obviously, I'm a Bears fan as well. We are in first place in the NFC North. Didn't see that coming, but it's been pretty awesome. Pretty awesome ride, I have to say.
Oh, yeah. And together,
we are the beauty
and the beast
of fantasy football experts.
So thank goodness, last night, the field goal that was heard around Chicago. Thank you very much, Mr. Tucker, for kicking that over 60-yarder to beat the Lions and get us solely in the first place. It's the Bears, season to screw up now. We control our own destiny. I love it. Thank goodness we beat the Browns and we're able to leave it in the hands of the Ravens.
And did you hear Tucker was interviewed after, and he was saying he did it for his team, but also for his fantasy team?
Oh!
I love that. I love that he said that. So, and I had him in fantasy, and all those field goals helped me beat Prost.
Yes.
So I'm now in the championship game in our biggest balls of them all league, and I'm in the championship game of another league. So I'm in 2 championships out of 3 leagues, and I came in 5th in the other. So I had to brag for a second because that's pretty good. That's pretty hard to do.
I actually have a little bit of bragging of my own to do. In my work league, unfortunately, I lost, so I'm in but I still can come in 3rd and get some kazash. So that'd be nice. So John's team in our league at work, I'm coming to get you this week. And Section 357, who were on our show earlier this season, I somehow have pulled the season out of my ass, came out as 6th, and sorry, Trey, I had to take you down, and I took you down pretty hard. So thank you, Des Bryant and Tony Romo, for helping me out on that, even though you shit the bed in your own game. But hey, I will take 2 championship games and 1 third-place game any season. I think it's great.
Yeah, and you beat, Trey was number 1, so you knocked out number 1, and that's the one I came in 5th, so, yeah. But I had a good team. I made a wrong play in the playoffs and got knocked out. The points were there. They were just on my bench, unfortunately, but
yeah,
it's okay. 2 championships. I'm ready for it.
Now, Jenilee isn't expecting this because this isn't scripted. But this is the beauty of doing a video cast. The best gifts you are given at Christmas are the gifts you never expect. So
oh, no.
I am giving, in honor of our Bears victory, my Christmas present to you.
Oh, awesome. Walter Payton card set. I love it.
Numbered.
I absolutely love it. Well, thank you. That is such a great gift. And I didn't expect it, so now I'm in trouble because I don't have a gift for him on the video cast.
No.
But this is so awesome. It's just, I love, getting the Bears history stuff, especially since I didn't get to be around for those days. But I've been well educated, so... And so perfect because we're in first place, like I mentioned. So
that's why I thought you'd enjoy it. You can enjoy the past of the Bears, and pass it down to your children from generation to generation.
I know. I told you when I filmed the Ditka video, I filmed it on my TV when he was giving his speech when his number was retired, and Greg was having some fun and yelling some things out, and I was like, I'm going to show my children this someday, and they're going to hear you say, fucking cold in Chicago. So.
Uncle Greg lost control, drinking a little bit too much of the Kona Big Wave in celebration. So, because it is the last show, we are going to give awards just like we did on our podcast last year, and we're going to have Jenilee go first and give her Real Man of the Year award.
Awesome. So for my Real Man of the Year, I had to do it because I have him on one of my teams that I'm hoping to win the championship, so I'd love it if he goes off this coming week too. But is running back Jamal Charles. I don't know how I can't give this award to him. he has been absolutely amazing all season. He has 1,836 all-purpose yards and 18 total touchdowns, and there's still 2 games left in the season. I think he's easily going to go over 2,000 all-purpose yards. PPR-wise, he's had 65 receptions. That's more than a lot of wide receivers out there.
Yeah.
That's more than Dwayne Bowe, who is supposed to be their number 1 wide receiver on that team.
Damn right.
So he's out there doing it all. And, of course, he had 5 touchdowns last week. Helped me move on. But my team was doing good even without those. But 5 touchdowns, just he's playing outstanding. So I drafted him first. He was a great first-round draft pick.
Definitely a good real man of the year, and I get to coin another phrase. At the beginning of the season, because of his 7 touchdowns, I said you got Manninged. You know what you did to people, Jenilee? You Jamaled them.
I Jamaled them. I Jamaled Trey. So I Jamaled my boyfriend. That was pretty awesome, I have to say.
Yeah. So speaking of Manning, I'm going to give my award this year for my Beast of the Year. And, of course, it has to go to Peyton Manning. I mean, there were a lot of doubters out there that thought he's not going to be able to make as many touchdowns as he made last year. Of course, he just scorches in the first game, goes completely ballistic, and gets 7 touchdowns, Mannings everybody. And then everybody thought he wasn't going to keep up the pace. But, oh, no, he did. He has over 4,800 yards this season, 47 touchdowns, 10 picks in there. He never used to be as pick-heavy, but you know, when you're throwing that many touchdowns, there's going to be interceptions in there too. He's just passing like crazy on this team, even though Nosha Moreno is doing pretty well for you as well. It's a pass-happy team. Too many targets to go to. You have Wes Welker, who's concussed now, sorry, just in time for the playoffs, but now you have Eric Decker, as I gave you a few weeks ago. You have Demaryius Thomas. You have Orange Julius, who's injured right now as well. But just tons and tons of targets to throw to. And, he had one bad week, one really horrible week in week 11, where he got you less than 2 touchdowns, only got 1 touchdown. He got 323 yards.
It's one bad week.
But he gets you 323 yards in his bad week. Then he bounces back against Kansas City in week 13 and trounces him for 403 yards and 5 touchdowns. It's just a no-brainer. He gets the award by a long shot. And
still, that touchdown to interception ratio is still out of control.
Oh.
Like it's still amazing.
Oh.
So, and he's going for the touchdown record of it's 55, I think is the record that Brady has. So he is most likely in the next 2 games gonna maybe surpass that. So yeah, he's been awesome. So yeah, Greg had to put his poster up. Of course, we had to put Manning up.
Yep. Love my Manning. Cool. So, are we ready for our real men this week?
Yeah, let's get into it. I got 3 more real men as always.
The last 3 of the season. Stay tuned.